One of the bigger challenges we all face on our healing journey is what to do when we feel like we're stuck in this constant battle with our own body and mind. You know that feeling, right? Where you feel trapped by some kind of emotional or physical issue and you just sort of accept it as the new normal. It's exhausting, especially when you feel like you've tried absolutely everything. You get caught in this cycle of frustration and hopelessness. And trust me, I know exactly what that feels like. But what if we could look at this in a different way? What if you had an incredible capacity for healing within you all along? An ability that, once you learn how to work with it, can really change how you experience your reality. For years, research has shown that our mindset has a huge effect on how we experience things like pain and illness. Your thoughts and beliefs can literally reshape your brain through something that's called neuroplasticity. So in this video, I want to share 3 powerful ideas that can help you tap into that ability. And these aren't about thinking positive or toxic positivity. These are deeper, foundational approaches that can help you become an active partner in your own health. I'm Natalie from Reorigin, a self-directed neuroplasticity program that's helped thousands of people retrain their brains and regulate their nervous systems to overcome chronic symptoms, stress, and anxiety. At Reorigin, we teach people how to break free from these frustrating loops of fear, fatigue, and pain, not by fighting the body, but by teaching the brain safety again. And my goal here in this video is to show you simple science-backed practices that can help you reconnect with your body's natural ability to heal and feel calm. The first, and I think the most crucial shift, is moving from that feeling that life's just happening to you to knowing that you have influence. It's so easy to fall into thinking that our pain or circumstances are just some kind of attack from the outside. You know, you might hear yourself saying things like, oh, my body's just betraying me, or I just have the worst luck with my health. And when you're in that headspace, your pain can feel almost permanent or unchangeable, which some studies have shown can actually lead to worse outcomes. So what happens when you start to see yourself as the creator of your own experience? And this doesn't mean that you're to blame for your pain, not at all. It means recognizing that you have the power to change how you relate to your pain. For a long time, I was stuck in a cycle of chronic pain and I felt completely powerless, like my body had just given up on me and my days were defined by all of the things that I simply couldn't do. The real shift for me happened when I stopped asking, why is this happening to me? And started asking, okay, what can I do about this? I started with small things that I could control, my rest, my stress, and I realized that stress was just adding fuel to the fire, which makes sense. So research has shown that stress can actually increase inflammation and pain. But by looking at my condition, not as a life sentence, but as a puzzle to be solved, I started to see small, meaningful improvements. In other words, you stop being a passive recipient of your symptoms and become an active participant in your own healing journey. The second idea is about moving from resistance to acceptance. This might sound counterintuitive, so why would you ever accept anything that's causing you so much pain? Here is the thing. What you resist persists. When you spend all of your energy fighting a feeling, whether that's anxiety, physical pain, or anything else, you're constantly focused on it. And that focus actually amplifies it. Acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of the struggle. Imagine you're stuck in quicksand and your first instinct is, of course, to fight and struggle, but that will only make you sink faster. The only way out is to relax and lie back. Acceptance works in a very similar way. I used to have this really intense anxiety where my heart would pound, my thoughts would race, and my immediate reaction was to always push it away and to tell myself, stop feeling this way. And it never worked. It was only when I learned to just sit with the feelings and say, okay, anxiety is here right now. I feel it in my chest. It started to then lose its power over me. By allowing the feeling to just simply be there without judgment, it took away all of its fuel. You're not saying you like the pain, you're just ending the war against it. And it's in that space of calm that healing really begins. And the final shift is about moving your focus from what's missing to what you're grateful for. When you're in pain, your world can get really small. You can become hyper-focused on all the things that are going wrong, what you've lost, and what you can't do. This is a mindset of scarcity. It creates stress and actually reinforces those negative neural pathways in the brain. Shifting towards gratitude means that you actively start looking for what's good, what's still working, and what you can be thankful for. And this isn't about ignoring the pain, but about broadening your focus to include all of the positives too. And this isn't a nice idea. Practices like gratitude have actually been shown to reduce pain and improve well-being. This is neuroplasticity gold. I remember when I was recovering from an injury, I felt really frustrated by my limitations. I couldn't run, I couldn't hike like I used to be able to, and my physiotherapist suggested that I end each day with writing down 3 things that my body did for me, no matter how small. At first it felt really silly, my legs carried me to the kitchen, or my hand let me type an email, but over time it changed everything. My frustration started to dissolve, and it was replaced by this real appreciation for my body's resilience. I began to then see my body as an ally, not an enemy. And this shift from focusing on what's broken to appreciating what's actually working is a true healing ability. So these 3 approaches, becoming the creator, practicing acceptance, and focusing on gratitude, they're not quick fixes, they're practices. And they take patience and self-compassion, but they are the keys to unlocking this incredible capacity for healing that's been inside you all along. Perhaps the biggest takeaway that I want to share with you is this. You are the expert on your own body, and you have the power to influence your well-being. Start with one small shift. Choose the one that resonates with you most and just begin to practice it. So I would love to know in the comments which of these ideas that you are going to try first. And remember, your story might just be the inspiration that someone else needs to hear today. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more ways to empower your health journey. Remember, life's challenges are meant to help you discover strengths that you never knew you had. If you feel ready, we would love for you to come and join us at Reorigin. Head to our website and check out our program now. We've helped thousands of people reclaim their health, and you could be next.